If I were a rich man. Oh, hi! I'm cooking Jewish today, here on Inside Police Psychology. Hi, I'm making latkes right now. You see, I grew up in an Italian family, and my mother cooked all the time. Pasta fagioli, raviolis, and Sunday sauce, or Sunday gravy if you're one of those Italians that says gravy. But 11 years ago, I married a Jewish girl, and I became the Hanukkah cook for the family. So I had to learn a whole new cuisine and a whole new way of cooking. And the Jews have a very interesting way of writing cookbooks, because every recipe has a story that goes with it. Every recipe. And when you serve Jewish food, you serve it by telling the story first. And most of the stories are stories of suffering. You know, this is the food we made when we were trapped in the caves for 35 years. But this was the food that we made when we were running away from Pharaoh Ramsey and Moses parted the Red Sea. And we had to stop for a bagel halfway through the Red Sea. And there were fish flopping around, so we cut them open, and that's our first latkes. They're all stories of the history of this cuisine. And latkes have their own history too. You see, when heathens had taken over the Temple of Jerusalem and had their false gods and their idols, the Maccabees fought for 3 solid years to get the temple back. And when they did, they lit a lamp. But they only had enough oil for 1 day, and it took 8 days for them to be able to press more oil. Well, the miracle of the oil happened. And what happened was they ended up having enough oil for 8 days off that 1 day's of oil. And that's the reason that we fry a lot of food during Hanukkah. You see, when you tell a story to frame your recipe or frame your communication, it helps people remember. And it helps people understand the reason that you do things. Now, whether you're telling somebody this is the reason we go 55, or whether you're telling somebody this is why I want you to have your boots shined. Telling a story is very important. Now, cops are great storytellers, but often they're telling a story to after the fact, or just to communicate something fun. You frame your communications around a story, and that'll help people remember it. So if you want somebody to remember what you're telling them, and you want them to do something, frame it in a story. Put it to a way that they can understand and they can store it in their memory. Okay, now let's eat. This is Gary O. Miller for Inside Police Psychology. Happy Hanukkah to you, and Shalom.